Hello and welcome to the last stream of this project. So this is technically done. If you've been watching it before, this is the final one. I'm not gonna go too much into details, and this one's gonna be a quick one, just for me to show you how this file is prepared. If you wanna go grab it from my Patreon, it's now available on there. The link is down in the description. It's for free. If you wanna support, the tier is $5 per month, and it's only for support purposes only. In the future, there are gonna be, of course, special perks for the Patreon's paid members. But for now, you can go grab it for free. Also, you can check the playlist below where we went through like maybe 11 or 12 streams doing specifically modeling, texturing, unwrapping, and doing all of this stuff. So this project, this building, I'm using it as a background prop for one of my scenes about the project that I'm working on. I'm not gonna go talk about it now because I wanna focus on the file. It's just a simple file, everything is poly-modeled. The things that I wanna highlight, if you wanna go grab the file, just so you can manage with it. It has a grease pencil object, it's the line art here. I turned it off because if you wanna navigate the camera when this is on, it's gonna be too laggy, at least on my computer. I don't know what specifications do you have. I also did 4 different camera keyframes, 0, 1, 2, 3, so you can have different camera positions. Here you can see in the collections that's the camera, and you can see in here it has, let me see how can we zoom in. It's lagging. So this is why I'm telling you, like the grease pencil object does lag this file. So because it has lots of details, a lot of stuff. So it has 4 keyframes, each of them sorry, is tied to a different camera point of view. Plus, if you wanna go check the props, most of these props are their own collection. So let's say for the ACs, you see that these are instance collections. So if you select them, you cannot do anything about them. They're just null objects. Technically, there's nothing in there. It's a reference to the hidden collection here. And if you open this one, again, the grease pencil object is killing me. So you know what? I'm gonna delete it just for the stream, just so we can move. So this is the original instance. This is where you wanna change anything you want. Also, this is unwrapped. I'm gonna go to the unwrapping in a bit. I'm not gonna save this file anyway because I already messed it up. The same things for the water tanks, and the same thing for the satellites. These are all instance objects. But for the satellites, this is the original one. It's not hidden, it's within the file. So if you wanna use it, it's here. Plus, this file, the whole file is unwrapped. So if you check the textures here, no textures are assigned. Let me go to the shader editor. All the textures that you see in here are just images within the shader editor. But they're not assigned to anything. All the shaders are very simple, but everything is unwrapped. We do this just because if you want to pick this preview and the wire color to be, the color to be texture, this will actually show in the viewport and you actually see what's happening with your unwrapping. Most of it is unwrapped. We don't need to unwrap everything. Some stuff can be procedural. And honestly, for me, like there is no point in putting too much time and effort on it. Like this file can be used at mid distance if you want. It's not low poly for low poly games. It's not for animations. It could be used for like gaming, like mid platforms gaming, or it could be used for animations, could be used for renderings, but it's not this kind of close up, because if you wanna go this close, then you wanna add the bolts, you wanna add like the small joints. It's a mid level detail because again, like let's say this wire, I've been thinking about that. So let's say this wire goes from the satellite inside of the building, then you have to like drill a hole inside this wall to let it in. So this is just a detail. Also for the for the materials, there are no texture painting on this one. These are just, you can delete all of this. These are just the principal BSDF with the color. All of this is it. Some objects have multiple BSDFs on them, so this has like the white building, the white building paint, the brown building paint, and the concrete on the floor. I didn't do any detailing on this because it's gonna be too far off for me, and there are gonna be other buildings, so there is no point of adding a lot of details for something that's not gonna show, that's gonna lag the file, and it's gonna kill it. And what else? I'm gonna show you the unwrapping a bit, just so you can have an understanding of what's happening. We did the last stream specifically for unwrapping, and the one before it, I think I did unwrapping for the water tanks. If you delete the render results in here, you see that everything here is unwrapped and packed properly. For most parts it is. For some of the parts it's not done as deliberately if you want. Also for the AC compressors and the water tank, that's the same condition. I didn't do any interiors for the shops because they're not gonna show for me. If you wanna add this, you can just add shelves. You can get like some props from the internet and add them. That's up to you. And what else? Finally, I wanna show you the grease pencil object. But before closing this file, let me show you the compositor. It just has a Kuwahara filter and it's set to always in the render mode. Just create a bit of like, it soften up a bit the digital look of all of this. And finally, I just want to show you how the grease pencil is set up. And that's it. It's just a quick stream. I'm gonna add this link to my Patreon for anyone that wants to use the file. Plus, this is, if you want to go grab the file, this is just like I'm telling you where to go. So let's pick a camera point of view that's not from the top. Now this is lagging because the grease pencil is recalculating, you know, so this is the bit. And you know what? I'm gonna show you let me show you. I'm gonna show you how this looks in render. In just a second, I'm gonna show you the renders. But first, I want to show you like this is just a grease pencil object that has a modifier which is a line art modifier that is set to scene. The thickness is 5, the opacity is 8, and the edges, I think I kept them this time to be just the default ones. I also added the length modifier, and this creates what I'm gonna show you next. Actually, let me jump into it. So let's zoom in, and this is what creates these kind of extended lines that goes beyond the object. Just makes it more looks like a sketch where you're just moving with the lines. And that's it. You can go to my Patreon, you can sign up for free, and you can just go and just find the link to download this file. Let me know if you have any comments, if you have any specific questions, if you have any specific, I don't know, like a better way to do stuff. If you want like to give your opinion, ask a question. I'm here. You can find me on Threads. I'm mostly active on. You can find me on my Patreon. You can find me on YouTube, and I'm glad to help. Anyway, enjoy this file and looking forward to